Hi guys, it's Michelle. I'm back here today with a Pilates workout using the chair. I've included a few modifications for you. You'll see them on the top right hand of the corner of the screen. So if you can't get down to the floor, no worries. Grab yourself a mat, a chair, get dressed into something comfortable, and I'll meet you back at the mat. You can roll your shoulder joint up, back, and down. Palms up. We will be turning the forearm, the palms down, placing them either on a chair or counter or wall. Nice and strong in the shoulders. We're going to go down to one forearm and then the opposite, up on one hand and then the other. We're alternating here, down, down, and up, up. Trying to push strong into the legs, pulling that belly in. Shoulders are sliding down away from our ears. Our neck is staying long. Trying to really pull that belly in away from the floor. We're going to be staying in our plank in just a couple of seconds here, and we're going to go for a running plank. So stabilizing your shoulder girdle, pulling one knee in towards the nose and then the opposite. Really pulling that belly in as you're pulling the knee to nose. Trying to get as deep as you can, perhaps going a little faster. This can also be done on a higher surface as a counter or table. We're going to go into our running plank here. You can go just a little faster, just a short little cardio surge. Pull it in, almost done, and stretch it out. We're going to be coming into our tricep push-ups, rolling our shoulders up, back, and down. Palms are down, fingers towards our hips, knees bent, bending our knees deep, bending our elbows, deep, and straight to the back. Trying to pull that belly in. We want to feel this in our triceps. If it's too much, you can also be on a higher surface, such as a counter or a table. You can walk your feet out a little further if you would like to try a little more challenge. And you can also walk your feet straight into a plank position and bend and push. Keep going. We're almost done this series. Please do not have any pain in your joints. Coming back, we're going to go into a lunge. Left foot forward, aligned with your second and third toe, hip distance, lifting the heel in the back, parallel with the toes, going down for 8, and then up, down, and up. Little pulses. Keep the knee aligned with the second and third toe, squeezing from the glute, turning to the back, and we're going to go for 8 towards the back. Trying to keep that neck long, shoulders down, and we're going to be coming back to the front here for 6 pulses. Trying to really push into the heel of the front foot to get into the glute, turning to the back for 6, and trying to keep the shoulders level, and we're coming back to the front here for 4. Your legs should be starting to burn. You can make a smaller movement. Turn to the back for 4. This movement can also be done with your hand on the counter or a table. Back to the front for 2. And we'll be turning again to the back for 2. Again, around to the front for 2. And we're going to have our last 2 at the back. And coming back to the center, feet together, knees together, bending our knees, walking a little further away from our chair. Oblique twist, twisting that hip to the corner and then twisting to the opposite. Really trying to almost lift that hip as if it's going to go underneath your armpit as you're touching the corner. We really want to feel that waistline. We want to get into our obliques, into our corset, nice tight waist, pulling that belly in. We will be staying on one side in just a moment, and we'll do little pulses. And after this one, we're going to stay here and really try to lift and twist that hip. Lift and twist. Pull that belly in tight. and coming to the other opposite side. And little lift and twist. Lift, twist. Small movements. We should feel our waist burning. Coming back for a quick stretch. We're going to be going into our glutes. You can either stay sitting on the chair or come to the floor. If you're sitting on the chair, you will walk your hands to the edge of the chair. If you're on the floor, your feet to the edge. We will be lifting and lowering your glutes and really trying to squeeze the back body, stabilizing the front body. The lower back is long. We're not arching it as we go up. We're keeping the belly in, and we are hinging from the hip joint. If it's too much on one leg, you can always either place both feet down on the surface, changing legs if you're on one leg, and lifting and lowering. You can push into your arms on the mat a little more solid, even on if you're sitting on the chair. If you're on the chair, you can push solid into your arms. We're almost done this series, and we'll be rolling down one vertebra at a time in just a moment, and placing both feet on the chair or the floor, rolling down, pulling our knees in, circling one or two knees, and then we'll change directions with our circles. And cross the right over the left, lift the hips and push them towards the front. We will let our knees drop to the back, looking to the front. Nice deep twist, hips, waist, coming back up, left leg over right, lifting the pelvis and pushing it towards the back, letting the knees drop to the front, looking towards the back. Again, nice deep twist, coming back up. We're going to do our hamstrings. We're going to push that heel up to the ceiling and pull the toes towards you. Bend and then push it up. And then bend, push that heel, pull those toes as much as you can towards you. Point and flex. And we'll go for a few circles here. We'll change directions with the circles. And we will change. Do the other leg. Pull it in, push that heel, pull those toes towards you. Bend it deep, and then push it up 2 or 3 times each side as you wish. And we're going to go for point and flex, moving that ankle joint, and we'll do a few circles. Change the direction of the circles. And bending that knee, we'll turn to our side, push ourselves up, coming to either sitting on the floor or on the chair. We're going to do some triceps. Right elbow up, left hand grabbing the elbow, hand right between the shoulder blades, and a little side flex. Arms up, and we'll change elbows. Opposite elbow, we're pulling it down with the opposite hand. Almost, you can do a side twist. Rolling the left shoulder down, crossing it over, and letting it pull down and across the body. Stretching the deltoids, the opposite arm, rolling that shoulder and pulling it across and down. Here we are going to go for another stretch for our upper body here. We're going to take our left arm, put it under our right elbow, interlace the hands. If this is too much, you can grab a little towel. And you're going to lift up your arms, push them against the wall, and then push your shoulder blades down. We will be doing the opposite side. Right arm, left elbow interlaced, hands together or holding a towel or a belt. Lift, push, and lower the shoulders all at the same time. And we are going to go a little neck stretch here. And we'll have our left hand and our left ear towards our left shoulder, right arm pushing down, opposite, grabbing our head, just a gentle stretch, no pain, and pulling our right ear towards our right shoulder. We're going to be bringing our chin now on a slight angle towards our shoulder and feeling the stretch in the back of the neck coming to the center and then the opposite side. Trying to find your sweet spot and little head circles, trying to find where you need it most. And we will be coming back to center, placing our fingers on our forehead and our cheekbones to help us support our head to come back up. We are coming to a side stretch. You can stay on your chair for this one as well. Up towards the ceiling and then over to the side. We're going to come down around to the front, lift the opposite arm, down around and change arms. Nice side stretch, down around to the opposite. Nice side stretch, and we'll come up. We're going to do a front thigh stretch. You can also do this one standing. And we'll just hinge back. If you're standing, you'll be grabbing one ankle. You're hinging. If you want a little more here and you're on the floor, you can bring your feet to your heels. You can tuck your pubic bone. You want to keep the pubic bone up towards the sternum, the back long. You can also look back with your head and neck, chin to chest before relifting up and coming back to the sitting on the chair or on the floor. Left leg crossed over the right knee. Will be twisting to the back. If you need a little more lift for the hips, you can either roll your carpet, you can sit on a cushion or a chair. You can also lengthen the front leg. Really try to lengthen your vertebra up to the ceiling and then twist. Changing sides. Opposite leg, right over left. Grabbing our left arm, hugging it, our right knee, lifting our vertebrae long and twisting to the back. You're like a corkscrew being pulled out of a bottle of wine. You want to lengthen as you twist. Thank you for joining me, coming back to sitting. I really appreciate. Have a great day.